The Little Red Hood by Richard Tanner. She told me she loved me. She cooed it, actually, making my hair stand on end. She did a lot of things like that. She bent over in that tight little red dress that showed her legs for miles and said, "Ooh, what a big, hand you have there." My heart skipped a beat, but for some reason, I came right back. "All the better to hold you close, my dear." She pulled her hood down, letting it drape and then slide down her shoulders. "Ooh, what a luscious set of lips you have." I nearly crawled out of my skin. How could such a sweet girl do this to me? "All the better to taste you with, my sweetness." She was so beautiful, so fresh, so young. I swear half the time I saw her I was drooling. She reached back, tying my hands to the bed, and kissed my chest as she traveled down to tie my feet. I was completely hers. I thought back to the first time we met. She wore the same dress that was now piled on the floor of her grandmother's house nonetheless. How naughty. She really knows how to bring out the wolf in me. I met her deep in the woods, just passing by. I couldn't take my eyes off her. I came back every day for weeks, praying for just one more glimpse, and after what felt like an eternity, she was there. I tried to say hello, but nothing came out. All that waiting and nothing. I did the only other thing that came to mind. I followed her. I was too afraid to lose her again. I didn't mean to scare her, but she recovered nicely. She jumped and then smiled. I blushed as I watched her body move. Are you following me?" My voice failed me again. The big bad silent type, huh? She came closer to me and stood on her tiptoes to whisper in my ear. "I like that." I fought playfully as she pulled the last rope around my leg. She slid off the bed, her fingers scratching down my body as she did. This was too good to be happening. My very own fairy tale. She swayed back and forth a bit. She was so beautiful. It was like she was dancing to a song that only she could hear. It was a seductive song. She kept removing clothes as she danced, never quite showing it all, still teasing, always teasing. We talked for some time, there, deep in the woods. We talked about her life, about her dreams, about her. I was fascinated, she said, obsessed. But honestly, I just loved hearing her voice. Every word sounded so beautiful, perfect. Everything except for her ex-lover, a big burly guy. A woodsman. No surprise there. Every guy in this one-horse town shared either that fate or mine. Still, how could my red-hooded beauty ever be with someone so typical? How could she be with anyone that wasn't me? But here we are, and boy does she have me, bound and gagged, literally. I couldn't ask for a better heaven, my own personal paradise. Of course, with the way my luck runs, I guess the door flying open wasn't that big of a surprise. Red screaming and covering up, that was no surprise either. To be honest, I wasn't even surprised when Red told that big burly woodsman that I was taking advantage of her. What was that word she screamed? Ravaged. All I needed was 5 more minutes, and I'd done a lot more than that. 5 more minutes, and I wouldn't have even cared that the woodsman was swinging an axe. No, I'm not really surprised. In this town, that's just the way things run. Red.